Well, I was just making another video, but I just had to close it off because I got a phone call mentioning that, well, we had a job interview with you, and they just told you, sorry, the position is filled. Bye-bye. Goodness, these days, these employers are just not very polite, and they don't even tell you why they rejected you. Who cares? I already have a job. And the place that they interviewed me was a daycare center. I mean, seriously. I mean, this is not really a place for me. Anyway, I want to give you my update on silver. And yes, I am sorry I removed the previous video. And the reason I did that because some of my views and some of my research has changed my short-term forecast. And this is what I believe. Let me give you a short-term and long-term forecasts. Or, I'm sorry, worst case and best case scenario. Worst case scenario, I see silver probably pulling down somewhere around the $20 range, low 20s to mid 20s. Reason why? You never know when the CMA or JP Morgan eruption can occur. I mean, it's just, I mean, when you look at it, the Fibonacci and technicals mean not so much because they rigged the system. They're making these margin hikes. They're just doing all this manipulation. It's just very difficult to predict what's going on. Not only that, but there is a chance when you're looking at the markets is that there's another chance that something similar or at least close to a late 2008 panic scenario could happen, and that could drive down silver as well as gold further. I am very, very, of course, more bearish on oil. That thing needs to dive as well. So, but on the other hand, you look at the RSI indicator, we are oversold, and then we're way below our 200-day moving average. That could provide some optimism. Other than that, just because, you know, I have a feeling they will go down, they will go higher, I'm basically not really selling anything. Well, let me give you my updates on the recent Occupy Wall Street protests. And I got to tell you, I am just very, very delighted to see that the people are waking up, they're taking to the streets, and they're doing some kind of activity that I love the most. Protesting, yelling out, and just sharing your thoughts across the street. And not only that, but these protests are planned or actually been started in places a lot closer to home, not just surrounding the Wall Street headquarters. They're being planned or actually been started in Los Angeles, San Diego, and of course the city that is not too far from where I live and the city that I've had a lot of high hopes in, and it's the entertainment capital of the world, and it's the place that was the fastest growing city that was helped by the Wall Street bubble, and now that has the highest foreclosure rates, or at least one of them, in the country. And that is, of course, the Las Vegas Valley. And I just want to tell the people who are starting Occupy Las Vegas, as well as the entire whole Occupy movement, that I am delighted to be part of your protest march. And I believe that Occupy Las Vegas will probably be one of the most successful, not just because of me, not just because we're going to get more people, but I think in an environment where there's a lot of tourists, there's a lot of entertainment that there's demand, and at a place that has been hit so hard, that has been crumbling like crazy, we really need to get our voice out. This is our opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. We are crumbling down. This entire globalist system is tanking this economy, especially across the valley. Foreclosures, unemployment. It is time not only to fight back against the system, okay? Because just to let you know, Wall Street is pumping this mentality of consumer spending that's going along the strip. Wall Street is influencing the corporations that do run the resorts as well, okay? That's the one thing to consider. But most of all, it's important that we need to spread a lot of ideas, okay? We need to spread a lot of movements. We have to really get things done. I want to make Las Vegas the real Renaissance city. And let me tell you something, okay? I see myself, yes, Las Vegas being the Renaissance city of the world. I hopefully will. But hopefully, you know, the water shortage concern doesn't become too extreme that may change my plans. So, let me make a comparison, okay? I see myself as a person who's very opposite from David Rockefeller. If you've known him, he's just the elitist mastermind of the world. Okay? And I do believe that I have been put on this planet just to basically do the exact opposite of what he wants to do. So here's what I want to do for Las Vegas. We have to make sure that these trade agreements are gone. We have to fight for that. We have to bring manufacturing powerhouse to the valley. We have hundreds of thousands of convention space. Let's produce products. Let's express it to the world. Let's improve our education system. It's about time that, I mean, this is what I read. One high school is having like a 30% high school graduation rate. The education system is rigged. This mentality of study, memorize, take notes, and just completely shove facts in your brain needs to change. The SAT mentality, the mentality of getting college degrees, bloating yourself in debt, that needs to change. There needs to be more competition, more flexibility, and a lot more ways that allows people and parents and communities to have more control of their education. It's about time that we take real issues. I want to motivate people to become asset builders, not than debt slaves. That means that we don't work with these crony financial institutions, so that will allow us to create these massive home foreclosures across the board. And most of all, in addition to building communities, we need to reform the way Las Vegas and, of course, many parts of the world. But my focus is the Las Vegas Valley. The growth pattern needs to change. We have to stop this growth pattern. And even despite the downturn, they're still building this junk, as a matter of fact. These regulated cookie-cutter housing subdivision homes with McMansions, cul-de-sacs that are very car-dependent. You have to drive so much. You have to drive to basically every need that you need. You know, the retail, the office, the condominiums are all segregated. We have long commutes. We have so much pollution. It's endangering our health. And it's making it difficult for neighbors and community and culture to come together and fight for local economies. You know, do things like raise awareness about organic foods. We have a lot of ideas and a lot of challenges that we need to overcome, okay? This is a city that I have been pursuing my aspirations on. It's very unique. We've created one of the most exciting construction projects in the world, and we need to continue this destiny. I mean it for sure, okay? I'm not going to let a bunch of crony globalists screw up my plans. I'm going to fight for what I believe in, and I want Occupy Las Vegas to come together. We need to make some contacts. We need to do marches, and we need to get this voice across the board. And oh yes, I'm going to get a lot of attention, okay? People find me very memorable. A lot of people from high school, from work, you know? And I hopefully believe that I can get so much views and attention from YouTube that the popularity of those fake wannabes like Kim Kardashian and Justin Bieber, they can go down for good and we can join the resistance. Thank you very much.